this is old Uncle Mark in the mothership. Yeah, 3-string cigar box guitar. Let me turn this hammer a little bit. There we go. Now you can see the nut here in the bridge, and that's what I'm trying to achieve, so you can see the whole guitar here. So this is Blackfoot, Train, and the song is in E, and E is up here. Just look for G and those 2 dots and go back 4. Right, lots of jam in here, lots of harmonica stuff. We're not going to do the harmonica stuff, but we're going to do the jam part of it. And like I said, the song is in E. The important chords to remember here are E, so G, open, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. So here's the E, and just think those dots and just that one right there. Bingo. Okay? So it's train, take me on out of this town. And then it goes to D. Train. And then it goes to A. But I don't want to go from here to here and then way back there and then way back up here. So I'm going to use the second inversion of A, which is my second finger on this E, my third finger on this E, and my first finger on that A. So I'm going to go train, take me on out of this town. Train, and you see how easy the switch is. Train, you can just lay down. Take me on out of this town. Okay? The 5 of this 1-4-5 combination, 1 being the E, 2 being the A, is the B. Again, I don't want to go from here to there. So I just take this A, and I just slide it up, A, B flat, B. Okay? So B, or I'm sorry, that's the B, F sharp, B. So it's like a 1-4-5 song with a D in it. So it's 1, D, 4, 5. So that's kind of how I think of it. So I also think, like, when I do these songs that do this, I think of that like as a minus E. This is just how my mind works, my Martian brain, my wizardy brain works. I think of a minus E, and I don't know why, and that's not right, and that's not Nashville method, and that's not nothing. But that's how I think of it. So when I see a song that goes E, D, A, B, I think E minus 4, 5. That's just me. It might work for you. If it does, that's great. So the rhythm here. And you know when you're on G and you're fooling around going, well, I want you to do the same thing up here. So you're going to grab that G, pull it, come down with your pick and pull and let go. So you're going to hit the chord, then you're going to hit the note, and then you're going to hit these next two notes. So you're really just hitting this one. So you're just going two hits. One for this, and then one for this. And you can do it throughout the sequence if you feel like it. And it's just like down here. Except that you're here on E. That works all the way through the fretboard. So we've got it figured out where it's train, take me on out of this town. Then we go train, train. Take me on out of this town. Okay? And now we're going to go to the B that's inverted because I'm right here. F sharp, and B. Woman I'm in love with. Then we go back to the D. Oh, she's Memphis bound. I do this little trick there with this finger. If you put your slide here, you can do it with your pinky. You're going to want your slide on. So the jam. The jam does a typical 1-4-5. Take the D out of the equation. So you are at, I'm leaving here. I'm just a raggedy oboe. So we're going to the 5, which is the B. The woman I'm in love with, D. Oh, she's got to go. The jam starts on the 4 chord. So it starts on this A. But you want to be on this A. So if you need to look at my slide, beginner slide lesson, I go through this little trick. Because that's kind of what you're doing. You're kind of A to G. Okay, back up to E, and back up to A. Telegraph out where you're going to go with your slide prior to using your slide, if you can. If you have a fret list, that gets, problematic. But figure out where you're going to go. So you're here, A, G, and then you're going to come up, so you stay with your slide right here, and you capture that D and come up to the E, and then come over. So A, G, D, E. Okay, so that's how that trick is made. Then you come to the E and do the same thing. And this little, you're coming up 4 frets off of your initial chord. So if you want to do it on A, you're going to come up to C. We're going to work with that a lot when we get into the Allman Brothers, more in depth into Allman Brothers tunes with lots of slide work. Sky Dog was amazing with this kind of work. Okay, so it just goes 1-4-5 in there. So you stay on the A, you start on the 4, you go back to the 1, right? You go back to the 4, you go back to the 1, then you go to B, which is here, to D. And there's your E again. So you got to remember lower register, upper register, and I want you to think that way. So the jam, all the song is down in the lower register, that's below these two dots, and the solo and slide work is mostly in the upper register. So A is important, right? And that's your 4. Okay, B is your 5. D is here. And E again. There's the E. So, you know, when you're going to jam this out, think, okay, 4 chord. Where was I at? Sorry, A. A is the 4. E, 1. 4. 1. E. 5. B. D. E. Okay? And the only way to know exactly where these slide parts are is to really practice them, telegraph them, practice them, find out what, you know, because you don't have 4 frets after this E, so where is it? Right? So at this point, I look at my hand shape, where I got that note, and I remember my hand shape. And I can just about remember it every time. So look at my hand and the way it's positioned. I don't have to be this way. I can get it any which way I want to. Okay? So this is Train by Blackfoot. All right. I do have a donate link down below. It says it's paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. I want to thank you guys over the moon. You guys are over the moon. You're beyond generous. I want to thank you for all your donations. Thank you for all your subscriptions, subscribing to YouTube, getting the word out to other people. That's huge. That is huge. Sharing on social media, huge. Thank you for all of this stuff you do for me. It's absolutely amazing. I am beyond humbled. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will talk soon. Uncle Mark from the Mothership, 3-string, Cigar Box Guitar, Blackfoot. Right on.